Welcome to Jim Brick Channel, and this is a LEGO review of the LEGO City set number 60014, the Coast Guard Patrol. This set is a 449 piece set, and it is for the recommended ages of 5 through 12. It retails in the United States for just under $80 in most stores, with an official MSRP of $79.99. To put together everything that is in this set, there are 3 instructions books. The first book being for the ROV, helicopter, and some of the sharks. The second one for the pleasure dinghy, and the island apparently that they get stranded upon. And the third book is the instructions manual to assemble the Coast Guard cutter. Even though this set cost $80 and you only receive 449 pieces, the amount of accessories, minifigures, and the amount of playability features more than make up for that cost. I will go more into that, especially as I describe the Coast Guard cutter. There are a lot of minifigures in this set, so I will try to go over them briefly and quickly. Let's go ahead and begin with the animals. This crab is a single piece molding. And of course, for the pleasure couple, they brought along with them their German Shepherd police dog. The focus is not working very well. The set includes 3 sharks. They're all exactly the same. The headpiece simply pops off like that so that the mouth and jaw is articulated. If I can maintain a focus on there, I'll show you. The teeth are molded in place. Top and bottom of the mouth. It does open wide enough to eat the crab. Let's start with the pleasure couple. We have the woman dinghy rider. She has front and back molding. So front and back. It's a lady's blouse. And she is holding, of course, a popsicle. Here's her boyfriend. He does also have front and back printing. It's a surfer tank top t-shirt. Now the Coast Guard cutter crewman. This is your first one. On his hat, he does have this headgear radio assembly. He too has front and back printing. And the second crewman is identical. Well, the only difference between the 2 minifigures, the 2 crewman minifigures, this one needs a shave. And him, looks like he got up and he shaved according to Department of Homeland Security specifications. And here's the Coast Guard cutter captain. He does have front printing and back printing as well. And he holds a handheld walkie-talkie. And the Coast Guard cutter helicopter pilot helmet with visor that opens and closes, front and back printing on his uniform. So a lot of playabilities with just the minifigures alone. And now on to the accessories. I will begin with the most mundane accessories first. Included with this set is this multi-tool, this brick splitter. I find it very useful. I collect these, by the way. I love these things. Now, germane to the set itself is this rock outcropping, I believe, and lighthouse tower. And of course, just like on the box, you can see that the crab is climbing up on the rocks there, so it would be appropriate to put that minifigure accessory with this accessory. So there we go. The next accessory is this pleasure dinghy for the civilian couple. And it's a rather straightforward build. It does float in water, so you're free to put this in the bathtub if you want to take a bath with it one day. It will float. Here's the outboard motor, and it is articulated. It does traverse, and it does elevate to lift the propeller up out of the water, and the propeller does spin. I happen to get two of these antennae pieces, so I put them both up here. It's supposed to just be one piece, but I thought it looked cool like that, with both of them up on that spoiler bar. And of course, you can take the dog, and you can put him up on one of these studs up here on the front, and you can take the pleasure couple. He'll be driving. We'll put him right here. And we'll put his girlfriend with him too. Of course, the Coast Guard does need somebody to rescue, so won't hurt to have a damsel in distress. These next two accessories are actually part of the Coast Guard cutter, but I shall review them as separate pieces. Let's start with the underwater ROV. And this has a lot of playability features for it, for such a simple accessory. You got your motor pods outboard, and they do elevate up and down just like this, and the propellers do spin. And this is really cool right here. The robotic arms have these Technic pieces here, these kind of U-joints, but they're click graduated, so you can position the arms and they'll stay that way. They also come up and down just like that. Full degree of articulation, really cool. And I really like this clear piece right here, this bubble piece. That goes up on the front. You got your, I assume that's supposed to represent some sort of a sensor and camera and lighting system up here. A lot of fun. The Coast Guard cutter rescue helicopter. Now this is really cool. If I could get the hook out of here, there's a rescue hook right back here, and it does pay out. And you could actually retrieve it or lower it with this little thumb handle on here on the back side of the cockpit of the helicopter. Same thing on this side over here if you're right-handed or left-handed, so ambidextrous is very nice. Rotating main blade assembly, and of course rotating stabilizer rotor. The cockpit shield comes open like this. Just simply lift up that windscreen and you can slip your pilot in. He does have a couple of joysticks to control the flight vehicle, and voila! And now for the centerpiece, the Coast Guard cutter. As I said, this thing is loaded with playability features. Let's go ahead and begin. Back here, this is a stowage rack and launching rack also for the ROV. It does have this little clip back here, so you could hook your ROV up to it. And the ROV has this little latch right back here. If I could get a focus on it, there it is. That's where that little hook goes onto. Oops. Looks like I dropped its eyes there, so let's go ahead and fix that. And brick traction is not very good because everything seems to be coming loose over here for some reason or another. Let's go ahead and put the ROV in. Just like that. It just kind of hangs there. Oops. That's not any good. So much for brick traction. I guess that's a slightly different formula of plastic here, which is on this boat. This boat hull is actually a single piece molding, and you just simply add bricks on top of it to complete it out and add stickers on the side. And in this gun rail is even also a single piece molding. It's a very, very large piece. The hull, as you can see, there's no splits, parts, or anything anywhere, so that's what gives it its buoyancy and the ability to float without taking on water. Back to the ROV. This launching rack, you just simply lower it down and off goes the ROV. Or to recover it, simply take the rack and move it back into position, and there it is in its stowed away position. Back onto the hull of the boat itself. On the other side, more stickers. And the set number, which is also the boat call number, I believe. I like that, the Coast Guard symbol. Or what is supposed to be the Coast Guard symbol, I don't know. These over here, these docking buoyancy things, I don't know what these are. I just know that they protect the boat when they come into dock, so that as it's floating up against the pier, it doesn't damage, the water as it's pushing up on it against the boat. It doesn't cause it to damage the pier or the hull. So these things are like little cushions when it's in port. Now the superstructure has a lot of detail to it. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. It does come off, and it's only held in place with these 4 studs right here. You could actually stow stuff underneath here, and the superstructure simply goes right back on top, just like that, very simply. And you just simply pull it off again to access whatever you need. But let's go over the superstructure quite a bit more. You got these water cannons. You got a rotating radar assembly. And, well, apparently they painted Coast Guard on the top of it. Pretty cool. Got your air horns, lighting tower assembly, and communications antennae, I believe. And these over here are the smokestack from the engine, so that your exhaust comes out the top of the boat rather than at the deck, and causing everybody to inhale exhaust fumes. Not too good. Now the superstructure has a lid that does rotate up like this, so you could access the bridge area. There's your driver's seat, and of course he always has that infamous red coffee mug to keep him company. And you can see over here there's a control panel. There's a little radar printing on it. That's a printed piece. That is not a sticker. Come on, focus. And there it goes. And same for that piece back there. That is a printed piece with all that instrumentation printed on it. And a couple of joysticks over here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get the light to go in and look at it, but it's hard to do. That's a rearward facing seat. I believe that is I believe this is the control seat to launch and recover the underwater ROV. And the rescue helicopter goes into this little H right here. Pretty nice for how they did that.